Thank you. I now give the floor to His Excellency Mr. Peter Mohan Pieris, Chair of the Special Committee to investigate Israeli practices affecting the human rights of the Palestinian people and other Arabs of the occupied territories, and permanent representative of Sri Lanka to the United Nations. You have the floor, Excellency.
Thank you, Chair, for giving me the floor. Excellencies, distinguished representatives, on the solemn occasion of the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people, I thank you for the opportunity to deliver this statement in my capacity as the Chair of the Special Committee to investigate Israeli practices affecting the human rights of the Palestinian people and other Arabs of the occupied territories. Chair, when we met last year, the situation in both the Gaza and the West Bank was deeply distressing. The situation today is even worse. The escalating violence, immense loss of civilian lives, and destruction persists unabated. The humanitarian crisis, particularly in Gaza, where people continue to be deprived of basic resources, including food and nutrition, has reached catastrophic levels. Chair, amidst the unfolding catastrophe, the majority of the international community assert the right of the Palestinian people to self-determination and continue to emphasize the need for a ceasefire and the provision of humanitarian relief as well as adherence to international law. However, 76 years after the adoption of the General Assembly Resolution 181 within brackets 2, envisioning a two-state solution, these hopes remain unfulfilled. The situation today is dire, with death, destruction, mass displacement, and regional destabilization with possible global ramifications. The International Court of Justice is examining allegations of violations of international law that may constitute great crimes against humanity. Chair, on the 18th of November, I presented the 56th report of the Special Committee. This report of the Special Committee investigating Israeli practices affecting the human rights of the Palestinians highlights a dire situation, particularly in Gaza. The report emphasized that the current circumstances represents a regression to unchecked violence and persecution, undermining international law and causing immense suffering. The findings reveal that Israel's military operations have caused catastrophic damage to essential services, leading to long-term health risks and environmental disasters. The report critiques Israel's use of artificial intelligence in military targeting, which has resulted in high civilian casualties, particularly amongst women and children. It also addresses issues of sexual violence against Palestinian women and the deliberate targeting of civilians. Chair, moreover, the report discusses the suppression of media and dissent, contributing to a narrative that obscures the realities in Gaza and the West Bank, where similar alarming trends are occurring. The report calls for immediate action to halt support for Israel's actions, emphasizing the need for accountability from member states to uphold international law and protect Palestinian rights. Chair, the urgency of the situation is underscored, warning that inaction will have lasting consequences for global peace and security. Chair, it was in 1977 that the General Assembly adopted Resolution 32/40B, declaring 29th November as the International Day for Solidarity with the Palestinian people. However, 47 years later, we are still grappling with a situation where peace and peaceful coexistence between the states of Israel and Palestine seem as illusory as ever. We reiterate our commitment to a just, lasting, comprehensive, and peaceful solution to the question of Palestine, based on the Palestinian people's right to self-determination, including the right to an independent state, based on the 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. Chair, let us remember that our response to this issue, or the lack of it, will determine the moral and ethical foundation of our international system. In conclusion, I reaffirm our unwavering solidarity with the Palestinian people during these challenging times and our steadfast support for their pursuit of statehood. I thank you, Chair.
I thank His Excellency Mr. Peter Mohan Pieris for the very important message on behalf of the Special Committee, as well as for your country's active participation in our committee's activities. Senegal, I am a member, like my brother, Ambassador Ahmed Faisal from Malaysia, of this committee. Therefore, from my vantage point of being a member, I can give here testimony on your leadership and on your commitment to fully deliver the mission entrusted to the committee. As you are about to end your tenure here in New York, I would like to really thank you for your engagement. Thank you for the passion you have given to this mission, and wishing you all the best in the future.